I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. 'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright.
Hello, welcome back to Xero Uncut. Obviously, we didn't have a show last week, but as per normal, I'm Xero.
And I'm Bobby. What is up?
Yeah, we're back after a week's hiatus. We did do a show last week because of illness. We won't go into that, but yeah, because of
And
illness.
judging by the way New Jersey's going, I might have another one.
Yeah, it's apparently really
Folks,
bad there. Yeah. No.
if you know what's going on, I should send you a pic. Oh, it's on my phone. Well, no, I sent you a picture earlier. Yeah.
I don't think. Hang on, is it on the? Did you send it through Instagram? Did you?
That's the only way I have contact with you.
Oh yeah. What, or Twitter?
You blocked my number.
Or Twitter.
You blocked my number. Guy sends one too many.
Yeah, he keeps sending me loads of stuff, but
Yeah,
I haven't got it.
Here, I can show it to the screen. Yeah. Well, there we go. That's the sky currently. Well, earlier, but it's still pretty much like that. There was a wildfire. What? Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's in the group chat. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. Hang on. Yeah, there's a wildfire. Yeah, carry on.
There's a wildfire in Canada that came down, and then there's two fires in New Jersey that came. So it was just like, what? It's crazy, and like you could smell the smoke out there. It's wild.
As bad as it. If
I don't see it stopping anytime soon.
Easiest way. If anyone never seen that screen, there it is. I managed to get the picture of there. So if anyone wants to see it there, yes, that's the image. They'll probably sent me there. Yeah, looks really bad there. End of the worldy type of stuff,
It's wild. Like I was playing last night, and granted, it wasn't as bad last night as it was today. We were talking about this off air. They were like, "Should we cancel?" I'm like, "You dragged us out here. Damage is already done. Might as well let us play."
Might as well.
Yeah, and it's just like everything. It's just like whatever. I sent people a picture last night who weren't from the area or anything, and it was just. I think I sent that one to you too. The one last night.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Yeah, because it's night and day compared to the differences. And then people are like, "Why are you sending me a picture of incoming rain?" And I'm like, "That's not incoming rain." I'm like, "That's pure smoke in the air." They were like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, bad, isn't it? It's bad. That looks really bad, to be fair. And that, so yeah. Well, hopefully everything's all right there, and hopefully it isn't like the end of the worldy type of stuff. So hopefully you're back for next week. So
we'll see. They can't kill me off that easily.
The new strain of COVID, that'll be the next thing.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, it'll probably by the weekend it will be gone. I think they said the fire's like 50% contained. I don't know. Yeah, it's whatever. It doesn't faze me at this point.
Yeah. Right. Well. Yeah. Well. That's
all right. Really so, before we get into it, R.I.P. to the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, died
we
today.
Should probably start off with that 81. His tweets are hilarious. He's got one of the best Twitters in the game, hands down.
Yeah.
81 years old. I knew he wasn't in the best of shape anyway, but I mean.
Well, he was tweeting literally like 17, 18 hours ago because I was having a look at that. Yeah, and he was like, because he even said, it was 20 hours ago. He said, "Fuck the wildfires," basically.
Yeah, and he went out just as he went in just hating Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. So just this one's for the big guy. Fuck Hulk Hogan. There we go. That'll do.
There we go.
Big fuck Hulk Hogan. Right, well, anyway, I've also been told as well that Bobby apparently has some news which he wanted to break on the air. I don't know anything about this, so over to you then, Bobby, then,
Well, it's not ideal how I'm breaking it because I wish they had a bigger picture.
All right.
But August... Wait, when's your birthday again?
12th.
Okay. August 5th, 1 week before your birthday. And this, I wouldn't be announcing this if it didn't fit into our wrestling.
Yeah.
August 5th in New Jersey, I will be meeting the one, the only, Maxwell Jacob
Oh, bloody
Friedman.
Oh,
He's
bloody
coming
hell.
to New Jersey. And do you know how bad it is?
How bad?
In their announcement, they said,
Yeah.
please, in all caps, please take note. If you plan on meeting, this is what it says. If you plan on meeting MJF, make sure you have your big boy pants on. When making personal appearances, MJF remains totally in character, so fans, please take heed. It got announced today, and I was like, let's go. Because I told my friends, I'm like, we're going to get arrested.
Yeah.
We always do. Because we had Braun the first time. That's when he lied to me.
Yeah.
About not coming back. And then we had Taker the second time. So I'm like, we're going to get a wrestler. And it was MJF, baby. He's only there one day, but that's cool. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. You know what you got to do? You got to try and hit him up to try and get some interviews. If you can.
Yeah, I can. He's gonna roast me.
Yeah, but still, you know, that'd be funny. That'd be funny.
I sent it to people. They were like, "Oh my god, I can't like this." Like, and he said before, he's like, "I don't leave my house for these signings for less than $30,000." And it's like, man, this convention's got money because they paid out Taker too. So I'm like,
yeah, they got of it, yeah. Now,
granted, he's only coming for one day, but you know,
yeah, but still, if that's like $30,000 for that, then yeah, that'll be
And he's coming. He's doing a photo op in his mask too. He's doing one regular and one in his mask. Now I got the regular one. I don't really care about the mask, but the clues did not lead to this man at all. It just says we have a hell of a guest to announce. HELLUVA, and I'm like, I would have never put MJF in there.
No.
But I was like, so I bought his photo op, and I'm gonna get roasted. I'm gonna get his autograph too.
Fair enough. Yeah, may as well. Watch you there.
That man's gonna say something about me. I'm gonna have one of my buddies record the reaction just to.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Like,
Yeah, and put it online.
I wish he was there Friday because I have a VIP pass that lets me skip the line for Friday or Sunday. He's there Saturday. So I'm trying to trade with someone possibly.
Yeah.
But also I'm going to let it pan out because there's more guest announcements coming.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let it, maybe there's someone else bigger that's like, I need to skip the line. So let's just see how that goes.
Yeah, that might sound rolling, yeah. So, yeah. Well,
all right, should we go over the pay-per-view?
Yeah. First of all, though, we might as well go into a couple of other bits and pieces that have come up this week anyway. I'm thinking before we do that, obviously, we've had a bit of news here from there. So, hang on. So, obviously, there's some new Roman Reigns merchandise out. There's one T-shirt there.
No, dear God.
Yeah, that's one. And then the second one is that one, I believe, which is 1,000 Days is Done With Me. Yeah.
That ending to SmackDown, man. Oh.
Yeah. Obviously, there's the new title, the new Undisputed Championship. That took off BT Sports as well. So that's the British screenshot. That one is. That's not from.
Oh, no wonder why it's so bad.
Yeah, yeah. And it also got revealed that that segment alone got 40 million viewers over social media.
And that checks out.
Yeah, and the ratings as well. The ratings came down, and that segment alone, that 15-minute segment at the end, done close to 3 million viewers. It was like 2,900,000 and it was like 2,900,000 something like that. It's the highest rated segment ever. Well, it's the highest rated segment recently, basically, for any wrestling show. And that
I didn't even watch it live.
Yeah,
I was at the movies, but I skimmed through most of SmackDown, but I made sure to watch that in full.
Yeah, but no, that was so that was that one there. So we might as well go into the pay-per-view then first of all. Then, so obviously because we went on air last week, this is a combination of both shows really. So
all right, you picked Trish, so you got that one wrong. I picked Trish, so I got that one right.
You said I picked Trish, I got that one wrong.
All right,
hang on. Why don't we go through this? Right. So let's go on to this one. So we both. So the matches then. So Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch. Then. So what did we both have? We both had Trish, did we?
We both had Trish, so we both got that right. Trish defeated Becky.
Okay.
We both had Rhea Ripley defeating Natalya. We both had Belair retaining. So we did both get that one wrong, but we even out. Xero picked Ali. I picked Gunther. Gunther retained. We both picked Zayn and Owens.
Yeah.
We both picked Brock.
Yeah.
And then Xero picked Styles, and I picked Rollins.
Yeah.
So I got 6 out of 7 correct. 7? Yeah, 6 out of 7 correct. Xero got 3? No. Yeah, you got 3. I'm sorry, you got 4 right out of 7.
Yeah.
Which usually isn't bad, but it's not as good as 6 out of 7.
No. Yeah, and then of course we had Battleground, didn't we, as well? Have you got the ones for Battleground we picked?
Yeah, I got them right here under here. You picked the Creeds. I picked the Gallus. You picked the Dijak. I picked the Dragunov.
Yep.
We both picked the Gacy. We both picked Dragon Lee.
Yep.
We both picked Stratton, and we both picked Hayes.
Yeah, we both got them wrong, didn't we?
I went 4. I got 4. You got 2.
Yeah, we both got them wrong then, didn't we? Massively wrong.
With a grand total score of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 out of 13 matches right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. You got 6 out of 13. You didn't even do half.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. So, yeah. Right, do you want to start going through what was I going to say? Let's do this ass over tit. Do you want to start doing NXT in a minute and stuff?
You want me to just do a full? Yeah, let's do a full review. Why not?
Yeah, may as well.
Let me. You good over there?
Yeah. I'm just gonna quickly disappear for 2 seconds. So you just carry on talking.
Okay.
I'll be back.
All right. I am pulling up the NXT results right now, my friends. And now that he's gone, he's off. All right. We can just make sure you comment how much better Bobby is than Xero when this comes out. Okay. Thanks, guys. NXT results.
What was that? Sorry, I'm back now. I had to readjust my headphones.
Don't worry about it. You're good.
I'll play the stream back afterwards then.
Yeah, I mean, you'll hear it eventually. NXT results 6. What's today's date?
It's the 7th today.
So NXT 6/6/23.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. You're gonna do Raw. Yeah, let's tackle NXT first because there's a noteworthy moment at the end of this show.
Yeah.
And I should have known something was coming. Now this is the first. Oh wait, I meant to ask you.
Yeah.
I should be asking you this straight up. But do you need a guy to review NXT or is that we good now?
We could need somebody to do it.
Okay, I could start the week after next, but I don't know how long I would be.
That's fine.
I would be on a I'll tell you after. I think I could do it for a little while. I'm not sure though.
That's cool. Yeah.
And obviously I'll be on vacation at the end of July, so
that's cool. Yeah.
All right. So NXT started with Baron Corbin. Now the week before, Corbin took out Carmelo Hayes. And interesting, I'm not sure if that's going to be a TV main event or if that's going to be the Battleground main event. I'm sorry, Battleground. Great American Bash main event.
I was about to say, we've just had Battleground.
Yeah, sorry. I've done that a bunch of times. Great American Bash main event.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me, but we'll get into another possible Great American Bash later. Great American Bash match later. All right, so Corbin walks in. He says, "Hit my music." He cuts a promo about how this generation's different, yada yada yada. About how they were twiddling their thumbs. These new superstars fear him. Yada yada yada. And then who comes out to interrupt him? Ilya Dragunov. And Dragunov shows off his side. He shows off how he went to war against Dijakovic, and yeah. So then the match gets made official.
Yeah.
Ilya versus Baron Corbin. Until we come back from commercial break. I'm sorry. Until Trick Williams comes in. Trick Williams starts beating up Braun. Trick Williams starts beating up Baron. Too many B's. And the segment ends. We go to commercial. We come back. Next thing I know, Braun Breaker's standing over Ilya Dragunov. Dragunov can't compete. Okay. So now the match is Baron Corbin versus Trick Williams. Now, if I had to take a guess, Dragunov was not cleared to compete.
Yeah, probably.
Now why they tried to make that match official? Because when they didn't show him getting beat up or anything.
Oh,
they just they showed him on the ground with Braun Breaker standing over him.
Yeah.
So the fact that there was no touching showed to me that Dragunov is still banged up, which is fair. So then, match made official: Baron Corbin versus Trick Williams.
Yep.
And then, so we're backstage. We see Thea Hale training for the main event. We'll get into that. Oh, so you don't even know who won the Battle Royal?
I know nothing. I didn't watch any of NXT last night.
All right. Yeah. She insists she can dump people over the top rope. And then Schism makes their entrance for their match, and we go to break. Next up, we have Diamond Mine. Oh, like I said, back from commercial. We see Braun Breaker screaming at the fallen Ilya Dragunov backstage as medics check on the... They gave him a nickname in here, and I have no idea what this means. Jeez.
Okay.
Unbesiegbar Czar?
Yeah. That's his. That was his nickname from NXT UK. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why I was like, I have no idea. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Diamond Mine versus the Schism. Yeah. Now, I thought this was Diamond Mine for the win, and this is Ava Rain's first TV match, The Rock's daughter.
Yeah.
The Schism wins with Ava Rain headbutting Ivy Nile. Ironic, but those Samoans, they have strong heads.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Next up, we see Channing Stack Lorenzo having a meeting with the incarcerated Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah.
And they talk about matters involving a gentleman named Knuckles and Tony's Peacock subscription. Yeah. D'Angelo asks about the rat. Stack says they got a lady working on getting him out, and he thinks it's Gallus, but there's all these other possibilities. Tony tells him it's definitely Gallus, but then we find out. Did we find out last week? Yeah, we found out last week who the masked woman was attacking everyone. And it's Blair Davenport.
Yeah.
And, it's funny. At the media call for NXT Battleground, they were asking about her, and Sean was like, well, if she wants to come over, she's more than welcome. And, a week later, she was revealed. We go to a therapist's office where Robert Stone is trying to give Von Wagner help. I forgot these two were even still together. That's how much I've not seen NXT recently.
Yeah.
Whatever. Blair Davenport versus Danny Palmer. Our boy Khan's girl, Danny Palmer.
Yeah.
Blair Davenport wins pretty quickly with the Falcon Arrow. And then we see Dana Brooke. Walking through the NXT parking lot. She says she's going to be in the Battle Royal.
Okay.
And it's like, okay.
That's random.
And that one threw me off. All right, so we have Tiffany Stratton cutting a promo saying no one's as good as her, yada, yada, yada. But she can imagine Lyra Valkyrie winning the Battle Royal if she had two guests, but it doesn't matter because she's going to beat whoever. That's what she said. Not in that way either. Next up is Baron Corbin versus Trick Williams. Corbin ended days for the win. Obviously he's going to get some wins if he's going to face Hayes eventually. Then we got some hard-hitting home truths. See, I don't even remember this. I'm going to skip this. This is with Dragon Lee and Noam Dar and that stable. I don't know. Next, we have Wesley talking backstage. He says he's excited. Mustafa Ali is there. That's another one that showed up on NXT
Yeah,
next week.
yeah.
And he said he would love to have a match if Wesley is still the champion down the road. So
Yeah.
kind of teasing that. Next up is Joe Gacy versus Mustafa Ali. Now this is interesting. Why would they put Joe Gacy in this situation to lose? I don't know. I thought he was one of their guys,
weird.
but Ali wins with the 450 splash.
Yeah.
And then immediately after the match, the Dyad attack Ali. Now the Dyad are kind of back together, which is interesting.
It's random.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's a match next week. I believe it's the Dyad versus. Is it the Creeds?
Probably.
I'm sorry, the Dyad versus Diamond Mine. No, wait, no. I'm sorry. It's Dyad, Gacy, those two UK guys, and versus I believe it's Wesley, Mustafa Ali, and Tyler Bate. Yeah, it's Tyler.
Oh
Bate.
yeah. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Next up, we have Damian Kemp versus Eddie Thorpe. I don't know why this match even happened. I gotta be honest with you. Eddie Thorpe wins by bridging with a German suplex.
Yep.
Then we had a very interesting match. Now I was not paying much of attention to this because I was going upstairs. Next thing I know, it's Dabba-Kato versus Reggie. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Commander Aziz versus Reggie. Reggie doesn't have the mask anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, Scripps
That's
rolls
random.
him up for the win. Yeah, Reggie rolls him up for the win. Poor Dabba-Kato. But anyway. But then we go to Lyra Valkyrie and Cora Jade making their entrances. Back from commercial, Tyler Bate, Mustafa Ali, and Wesley are backstage. 6-man tag next week. Ali says there's some kind of magic between Bate and Lee and says everybody wants to see them go one-on-one for the North American Championship. Not sure if that's happened yet. Tyler doesn't want to do damage to their friendship, but West says coming to him face-to-face like this, he's fine. Because, Wesley, he went behind and back. Then we have what is pretty much the main event. Actually, it is the main event. The Women's Battle Royal. Now, I won't go into every elimination because that's just pure chaos.
No. Yeah.
Who do you think won?
No idea. Absolutely no idea. Either Lyra or if Dana Brooke's there, probably Dana Brooke.
Okay. So we get to the final. Sorry, we get to the final three. Yes. Cora Jade, Dana Brooke, Fallon Henley.
Okay.
Cora Jade eliminates Fallon Henley.
Yeah.
And in my head, it's Dana Brooke and Cora Jade. And I said, it can't be Cora because it's heel.
Yeah.
I'm like, are they really going to have Dana Brooke? And as I'm thinking this, a figure gets in the ring. Miss Thea Hale was never eliminated.
Okay. Yeah.
Thea Hale wins the Battle Royal.
Okay, that could be quite interesting.
Tiffany Stratton, I'm not sure when.
Yeah.
But Chase U runs into the ring to celebrate. And the two women picking her up are the twins from the NIL deal.
I knew they were coming in. The Cavender twins or whatever they are.
Yeah, Cavender. Yeah, that's her last name. I'm looking at them and I'm like, they look familiar. And then somebody was like, oh, the twins from Miami U. I'm like, oh, them.
Are they joining Chase Union, do you think, then? Do you reckon they could be joining Chase U or what? Or
maybe at first. Because nobody really knows who they are unless you really pay attention right now. So maybe, I mean, I don't know. But that's not the ending to NXT.
Right. Yeah.
We go to the parking lot. We see Braun Breaker walking by. And they asked, why did Braun Breaker take out Ilya Dragunov? And he's like, Dragunov said he was the toughest man around here. I had to show him. He goes, I'm taking out everyone from the top to the bottom. And he goes, speaking of the top, he goes, Seth Rollins. And in my head, I'm like, Seth Rollins. He says, if you want to come put that title on the line against me, come to NXT. And I said, huh.
Yeah.
Now, there is a method here, I believe. Next Tuesday night is potentially, it's not locked in yet, Game 5 of the Stanley Cup.
So it could be that then, yeah.
Yes. Now, if it goes to Game 5, that means one of the teams can clinch the victory. So that would be pretty big viewing.
Right, okay, yeah.
So they need to do something now. If the next 2 games get won by the same team, it's over. It doesn't matter. It won't make it to Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's a best of 7, and if it goes 4 games, it won't matter. Now, the interesting part is if the Stanley Cup is not next Tuesday, do they hold off on this match till the Great American Bash?
Well, what I was thinking was, and this is something that I was obviously, this is something that I was having a conversation with somebody about earlier after I'd obviously found out about the news was, if you think about it, they haven't officially said there's going to be a match next week. Now, Seth could literally show up. Yeah. Well, Seth could either show up or do a video package and invite Braun to Raw. Then that can then be Braun's one coming on up. Because if you think about it, and this is what somebody was saying, right? If you think about it, having Seth in NXT is good, and that maybe have him show up to do like a couple of promos and stuff like that for it. But then the crowd absolutely love his theme tune. That'd be a lot better doing that match on Raw, where the audience is going to be a lot bigger. So it means that Braun gets a bigger audience as well for that match. It's done in front of a bigger audience. So the choices are either they leave it until the Great American Bash, because is that going to be because that's on a Sunday, isn't it? So that'll be in in an arena. Yeah. So where that's going to be a pay-per-view, obviously
it's in Cedar Park, Texas, I believe.
Yeah, so obviously, it'd be a much bigger place than the Performance Center. So obviously, a lot more fans. So my personal thoughts is either Braun will either go to Raw and face Seth then, or we get it at the Great American Bash at the pay-per-view. So then they have Seth on the pay-per-view, and then maybe Braun comes to Raw afterwards for a rematch. That could be the thing, couldn't it? Like.
My thinking is because they never set up the match officially. I think they're waiting to see what happens with Hockey.
Yes, it happens. Yeah, and then obviously
they're waiting. There,
really. Yeah,
because right now it's not set in stone.
No, I guess
it could be set in stone tonight.
Would they know by Monday? Or would they know by Monday? Would you say?
Oh yeah, they'll. Let me look up the.
Because I guess how they could do it is probably get Seth to address it on Monday, couldn't they? Get Seth to address it Monday night on Raw. Tuesday.
They'll definitely know Monday. Okay, so Game 3 of the Stanley Cup is tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
Game 4 is Saturday.
So they'll definitely know by Monday then, yeah.
They'll definitely know, but they'll know by. It will either be over Monday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It will either be over Saturday night, or it's gonna go till Tuesday. So they'll definitely know by Monday.
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna have Seth address it on Monday. That would be a smart play.
Yeah. Seth address it on Monday, and that way, then if they are going to set it up, then either Seth could challenge him for Great American Bash, or they could do have it at NXT on the Tuesday, I guess, or whatever. Can it? No.
Yeah. I think I see personally. I think this shows Braun staying put. Because you still need to do Braun versus Ilya.
Yeah. I mean,
why bring him to NXT? Seth, I'm sorry. Why bring Seth to NXT?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard that. Yeah. I've heard Braun's coming up after SummerSlam, so that still gives until August for them to do all this, and then bring him up after SummerSlam. I mean, so that's obviously.
True. I mean, yeah, I don't see him being called up like right now.
No,
I still think he's
Yeah.
Because the fact that he invited Seth to NXT, I'm like, all right, he's not definitely going up just yet.
Yeah. I mean, I know I've heard of a few names that are coming up after SummerSlam. So Braun's one of them, or meant to be coming up after SummerSlam. So I mean, so that's obviously like what we said. They can obviously get in the Ilya thing. They can get in the Seth thing. Because what would they have? Because they'll obviously have the Great American Bash. Then I think there's going to be one SummerSlam weekend anyway, an NXT pay-per-view SummerSlam weekend. So that could literally be the goodbye for Braun then.
The week before, you mean? Yeah, Great American Bash. But see, if they do Seth versus Braun at the Great American Bash, I don't see that being Braun's last match because it's like, what's the point, you know?
Yeah, but then, like I said, they could do that one. Braun takes the loss to Seth, and then Braun comes up and does a rematch on the Seth does an open challenge on Raw on a Monday after SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and,
I don't know though.
And the person who basically challenges him is Braun Breaker. That's even if Seth still has the belt by then, because I'm still hearing cash in at SummerSlam.
There's a lot of moving parts to this NXT thing.
Yeah.
But also, like, if they lose Braun Breaker, who's their top heel?
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? But yeah.
Waller's gone.
Yeah. We'll find out what we do.
Dijakovic? He's kind of mid card. Let me look it up. I don't even see. It's bad when you can't even think of it.
Yeah. We'll probably find out soon. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's because of the Stanley Cup.
Probably.
Because if it's a potential clincher, clincher in the Stanley Cup, that's going to get a lot of views. Because people are going to tune in and be like, "Hey, is this team going to win the Stanley Cup?" Because everybody, likes to see the celebration and the cup rise. So all right. Heels wise on NXT, I almost said Carmelo Hayes, but he's not a heel anymore. Dijak. Gacy.
I can't think of anyone else.
Gacy, I guess. Oh wow, Stevie Turner. Where's she been? Oh, D'Angelo. I guess Gallus, but still, they would take a major hit with Braun Breaker going up.
Yeah, I mean, we'll find out soon in that, so. Yeah,
we will. Yeah, I mean, we'll keep you updated for sure.
Yeah, hopefully we'll find out at some point.
I might miss NXT next week. I just realized, bummer.
That'll be fine. I'll watch you next week then, if that's the case. If you're going to miss it,
better. You've been skipping out on NXT, and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah,
fans don't either.
But when you stay up till 4 a.m. to watch Raw the night before, you kind of need to catch up with your sleep. So, because 4 a.m. before finishes up.
See, I just hear excuses.
Fair enough. We'll take it down as an excuse.
You chose to live in the UK.
Yeah, okay.
Come to America, it'll be done by 10 o'clock every night. At the early.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I might do. I don't know. There might not be in America looking at your sky there.
Well, it's just the East Coast. Well, not even. I don't even think it's like Delaware, right? I think it's just Jersey for the most part.
No,
but if you come to California, NXT starts at 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Good point. Yeah.
It's 7.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. But yeah, no. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. Possibly one day. Yeah. Well, NXT in the end sounded good, didn't it? So. Yeah.
Pretty solid episode. It was the first episode I watched fully in a month, I'd say, maybe a little more.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But I caught a good one. So
you did, yeah.
I usually catch the ending.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did because Braun Breaker, and I was like, wait, Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. I was trying to avoid spoilers all day because Bobby said I'm going to speak about it on the show tonight. I'm going to hear your genuine reaction.
Yeah, I tried.
Somebody kept spamming.
I wanted to get.
Yeah, well, somebody kept spamming me all day.
What's his name? I want to out him right now. What's his name?
I can't remember now. I'm not even on Twitter at the moment, so I don't know.
Don't save the guy.
No, well, no. Like I said, somebody sent me the message earlier on, and that for it, and I can't remember it.
Well, whoever you are, you clearly know Xero, so thanks a lot.
Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah. Well, moving on then, shall we? Shall we move swiftly on before Bobby gets it over?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we can move on. Give me his name, and I'll just shoot him a message and be very, very mean.
Yeah. No, we'll move on. Well, as soon as we've done it backwards, then we might as well go on to Raw. So, yeah. So,
now let's recap AEW. Come on.
We're not recapping AEW. No chance.
You said we were going backwards. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to do AEW, then quickly do AEW then. But
There's only one match I'm excited for tonight. Orange Cassidy, of course, versus Swerve Strickland.
yeah,
For the International Championship. Now, my sources tell me Orange Cassidy is banged up.
right.
So maybe this is where they have him drop the belt and he goes away for a little while. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if he's banged up because he's been wrestling every week.
Yeah.
He had a great run with the belt, man. I love me some OC. So.
I keep seeing as well that Tony Khan has another big announcement, another one. Apparently, it's
he's announcing the main event. You have Collision.
We all know it's going to be Punk versus somebody.
Of
Punk
course.
versus somebody.
I'll give my predictions now, just in case. It's either Punk versus Samoa Joe. It's one of three: Punk versus Samoa Joe, Punk versus Jay White, or Punk versus Jericho.
Yeah, I thought it might be Punk versus Jericho. So if anything like that,
it was weird. I thought they were heading towards that feud too, but things cooled off on that. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's very possible Punk just said, "No, I hate him. I don't want to work with him."
Punk versus Tony Khan in the middle of the ring. That could be quite funny.
Punk versus Orange Cassidy would be a very interesting match.
Yeah. Yeah. So right. Sorry. Yeah. I was
going to do Raw or.
Yeah. Okay. So I was loading it up because it crashed on me. Right. So anyway, yeah. So Raw. Now we might as well go on to that. So Raw this week for me was actually it seemed pretty good for me this week. But I don't know whether you've seen it. Did you see Raw this week?
Yeah. What happened? Okay, I got mine.
Yeah. Well, obviously we opened up with Seth Rollins, and obviously the new World Heavyweight Champion, and he put out an open challenge which Damian Priest accepted. We had another bit of a segment with Priest and Balor in the ring. They're saying they don't need Rhea or Dom at the moment, so it seems like they're teasing a breakup of Judgment Day. And yeah, basically, so yeah, then Seth versus Damian Priest gets set for later in the evening, which is the main event. We then go into the next match then, which is Trish Stratus and Zoe Stark come out, which then leads into I'll start off again. The next match then is Becky Lynch versus Sonya Deville for a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Trish and Zoe come out midway through the match for the distraction. However, Becky still wins, so Becky Lynch is heading to Money in the Bank.
I'm not shocked, but I don't think she wins. Now we have a few weeks till the next pay-per-view, right?
Yeah,
July.
Well, Becky has been saying though. Becky has been saying all week though online that one of the only things she's never done in her career is win Money in the Bank.
That ain't gonna happen right now.
And that's one of the things she wants to do. But no, I think
Trish costs her or Zoe. Maybe wait. Yeah, I see Triple H, Trish and Becky at SummerSlam.
Yeah, definitely going to be that way. Yeah. Well, then we move in then to the backstage area where we have a segment with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Imperium then show up, and Gunther comes up to tell Kevin Owens that he needs to teach him discipline. Kevin Owens then turns around and says that he wants to kick some ass and go out there now, which then leads into Kevin Owens versus Gunther. Now that was a surprise match. I did not see that one coming at all. If somebody said to me, we're getting Gunther versus KO, on a Raw, I'd be like, no chance.
You're talking like me now. You're just adding random names.
Yeah. So but no, to be fair, it was a really good match. That was probably, I would say, match of the night for that one. It was a really good match. Obviously, Gunther won, which I would have thought it might have gone to DQ to obviously save both of them from taking a loss. But no, Gunther won, obviously. So, that was pretty good, actually. We then go in to Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler coming out and having a match with Katana Chance and Caden Carter. Caden Carter and Katana Chance, they actually had a real good showing in that, to me. In my eyes, that was a really good showing. I was very surprised at that.
It's so funny to me because I was watching this, and
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler aren't giants by any means.
No.
But Caden Carter and Katana Chance are so small that they make Ronda and Shayna look like giants.
Yeah. But no, that was a like I said, that actually was a really good showing for the NXT ladies. Well, for the old NXT ladies now, because they've been called up. So so that was really good. We then go into a segment backstage with Ricochet and Bronson Reed shows up. Shinsuke Nakamura then also comes up as well. Basically segment backstage there. Yeah.
Since you mentioned Ricochet, there's a guy I play softball with. He looks a lot like Ricochet, and I told him last night because he's on the other team, but like we're friendly. So I was like, "Hey, you watch wrestling?" He goes, "Nah." I'm like, "You look like a dude. His name is Ricochet." He goes, "I hope that's a good thing." I'm like, "No, it is. It is." I was like, "You got the beard, you got the build." I'm like, "He's a high flyer. It's a good thing." He's like, "All right, cool."
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Cool. Well, shout out to the fake Ricochet then.
I looked at him. I'm like, he really. It's with Ricochet with glasses. That's my opinion.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah. Well then, we're moving on. Talking about Ricochet anyway. Then, so then we lead into a match then with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ricochet. Again, a really good match. Shinsuke Nakamura won via DQ though, so that one was quite shocking. I would have thought that they might have had a clean room for that one, but obviously not.
Yeah, you can't have one of them lose, I guess.
Yeah, because they're both in the Money in the Bank, aren't they? So obviously it keeps them both strong in that, doesn't it? Really. And then we have a recap of what happened last Monday with the Alpha Academy. And that led into, it looks like Maxine is getting ready to wrestle rather than being a manager. It seems like they're going to be setting up Maxine versus Valhalla. Obviously, the old Sarah Logan.
That one threw me off. I thought she was strictly just a manager.
Well, that's what I thought, but I know she's been training. She has been training to wrestle.
Because she never wrestled on NXT.
She did once or twice, I think. Once or twice she did, but I'm not sure.
I don't remember. I just remember her being with Von Wagner.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No. If she hold on. Let's look at it here. Keep going. I'll tell you her last match.
Well, so that was that one. And then we return from the break. And it's Miz TV time where he introduces Cody comes out. Find it quite funny because Miz starts off by calling Cody Rhodes Dashing, which obviously is a throwback to the old Dashing Cody Rhodes days, which was pretty funny. I wanted a Stardust reference, but we didn't get one, which quite upset me really. They then talked about Miz's balls again, where obviously Cody said he had heard it was crazy that it took balls. Miz knows a little thing about tiny balls and stuff.
What was her name on NXT again? I'm sorry, I can't. Sophia Cromwell.
Yeah, Sophia Cromwell. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then then goes in. Then midway through the Miz TV, then Miz turns around and says that he's introduced. He's introduced another guest out there, which turns out to be Dominic Mysterio, which was really random. Out comes Rhea Ripley as well with him. Obviously, surprise. Dominic gets booed big time, but perfect heel he's playing at the moment. Once he turns face, he's going to get cheered like anything he is. They talked about some of the stuff that he was coming out with was just horrendous. Like they were talking about being deadbeat dads and everything like that, and I was just like, oh my god, for that one.
And do you have the comment about the tattoo?
No, I can't remember what exactly he said, but I can remember it. Roughly.
So, y'all know me. I'm not one to give Cody Rhodes any credit whatsoever. But this one was actually very funny. He goes, Dom, with your time in prison, your prison tattoo looks just as stupid as mine.
Yeah, yeah, that
So
was
I was
funny.
like, okay. See, the thing
Yeah.
about Cody Rhodes' tattoo to me is the placement I can't stand. But the tattoo is really cool. Otherwise, the tattoo in general, like if he had it like right here or like on his heart or shoulder, I wouldn't think twice of it. But like the fact that it's a neck tattoo, it's like Jesus, Cody.
That's a challenge for you. You need to get a Xero tattoo done just there.
Yeah, I'll get it tattooed on my. Never mind. Sorry. Good. I got him to cough. Good.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, and then that segment ended up with Cody turning around and knocking the Miz out basically with the cast.
I'm still trying to find it, by the way.
Yeah, and then we moved on to another Money in the Bank qualifying match, which is Zoe Stark versus Natalya. Easy, quick win for Zoe Stark here. That was expected. It was a 2-minute match in the end. It was. Yeah, but I know Natty's injured at the moment, so that's probably what it was. So it was a quick match because of it's that Natalya's injured. Yeah, we then move into a backstage promo from Paul Heyman, where he turns around and says that this Friday is going to be historic for the Bloodline, as Jay will make his choice, and Jay will choose to stand by his brother Solo and not Jimmy. So we've got to acknowledge that fact on Friday, or else is Paul Heyman's words for that one. So that could be quite interesting this Friday coming on up, to see whether Jay stands with Solo or Jimmy after that one. Really random match then that we have is Indus Shrire versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. It doesn't even make it to a match. It doesn't even make it to a match because
it didn't.
No, because Indus Shrire basically buried literally Cedric Alexander. Was it Cedric?
See, I thought it was just a quick, like, I blinked and it was over. I'm like, oh, they won.
They blindsided them by throwing Shelton outside the ring, and then they stood over Cedric Alexander and clapped their hands together, whilst the referee yells they're not having the match. Then they just finish off Cedric with a double team move, and then obviously then stand over their hands together and do their celebration. The whole point of that was to make Indus Shrire look big and good, ready for the India Live event that's obviously coming up in September.
So I have somewhat of an answer.
Right, okay, yeah. Before I go into the main event, I can bring that one up, yeah.
Okay, so her last name is something crazy. I can't even pronounce that.
Yeah.
ZMRZEL. Jeez, there's only one vowel in there?
Yeah.
Lord. I'll just say Maxine. Okay, so Maxine had a tryout in Las Vegas in 2022.
Yeah.
Becoming one of the 14 attendees to secure a contract. She would become known as Sophia Cromwell. Cromwell debuted on SmackDown as the sister of Max Dupree under the ring name Maxine Dupree. It doesn't look like she's had a match yet, because before wrestling, Maxine Dupree, whatever her name is, was a cheerleader for the Los Angeles Rams and the Phoenix Suns. That makes sense.
That does, yeah, to be fair, yeah.
What just happened to your mic?
No, I was moving around, so no, so it's fine. There we go.
I was like, what just happened?
Yeah, no, I was moving around.
Blink twice if you're on.
I'm having a few technical issues this side today, but no, it's fine. Anyway, back to Raw then. After that, so then we then go into the main event then, which is the World Heavyweight Championship match then between Seth Rollins and Damian Priest. That was actually a really good match, to be fair, for that one.
Yeah.
It was. They had a good 20 minutes for that one. Obviously, Seth wins. They weren't going to have him lose the first week after winning it. Of course. And then, obviously, at the end of it, then they seem to be setting up the Money in the Bank match, then which because Finn was basically staring down Seth at the end of it. So that seems to now be leading into Seth versus Finn for Money in the Bank, which makes sense since obviously Finn's British technically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought they would do Seth versus Dominic, because Balor would get cheers. So I thought they would give Seth the obvious favor. I don't know. That's just me.
Dominic could be in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Oh God! Imagine if he wins. Oh.
Dominic could be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. That's why I don't think they're doing it, because I might as well get into this now then. So there's some talks then, because I wanted to cover the Money in the Bank ladder match anyway, is there's meant to be a qualifying match for next week between Riddle and an unknown opponent. Now, the reason why they haven't confirmed it yet and said who it is because the company is still deciding. Now, basically, they're waiting on Brock. Now, what they're doing is Brock's meant to be there for the Raw after Money in the Bank. That's his schedule at the moment. Is Brock's meant to be booked in for the Raw after Money in the Bank?
Okay, July 3rd. Okay.
Yeah. So
where's that at? Do you know?
I don't know. That's back in America. That is in America. That one is.
Well, yeah.
They
don't want to stay over in the UK any longer than
they're doing SmackDown.
Anyway.
So the company is still deciding whether to put Cody in the ladder match, and then if they can get Brock. The only way that they're going to put Cody in the ladder match is if they can get Brock to fly to the UK to literally show up and take Cody out during the ladder match. That'd be the only way to do it, which then sets up the SummerSlam rematch for that one.
Brock speaks one language.
Yeah, money. Yeah,
money.
Yeah. But then there's also people backstage as well who also now want Dominic in the ladder match as well, just to add in that extra heel and that. So they're
oh God, if he wins.
Yeah, so that's one of the that's something there is. So the qualifying match for next week, they don't know yet whether it's going to be Dom or Cody. They're still actually deciding the one who's going to face Riddle. Obviously, Riddle's not going to qualify because Riddle's busy with other things, because Riddle's going to be facing Gunther, I've heard, for the Intercontinental Championship.
Probably.
In the bank for that one.
They did tease that, and you got to get Gunther on the card,
Yeah. Yes, that'll be that one. I might as well answer some of these questions whilst I'm here. Bear with me 2 seconds then. Let me just go on. So, okay then, right. So we've obviously just covered that one. So that was one of the questions for the qualifier. Actually, the other qualifier that I got asked.
You have questions and we don't care to answer. Next.
Yeah.
Somebody's got
another qualifier match as well then for next week then. So we've obviously gone into the men's one. Now I'm also hearing that it could be Candice LeRae versus Chelsea Green for next Monday as well, for the final spot for the women's. Now I'm not obviously 100% sure of how whether that is set in stone or anything like that. But yeah, so right. So one of the questions then that I've got here then is what's going to be the card for Money in the Bank? Now, what do you personally think is going to be the card for Money in the Bank then?
Oh God. All right. Let me see the current card.
Well, I think the only current card
going to be a quiz.
Well, it's obviously it's not like a quiz. It's obviously just what do you think? Really.
Who asked this question?
This was Michael. This was Michael.
DM me, Michael. You're making me work extra hard. I don't like it.
A good friend of us, a good friend of the show, listens every week. So hello, Michael. I thought I'd give you the shout out there.
All right, fine. I'll give him a pass. All right, fine.
Yeah,
weekly listener. All right, fine. Yeah. Michael, you're on thin ice, but okay.
Ignore Bobby. He's the hill in this. He's the hill in this show. You know?
Don't push it. Don't push it, buddy. You're on that ice.
He's what's known as the color commentator who always has to be the heel in the conversation.
Of course. All right.
The Corey Graves he is.
There's 2 ladder matches.
Yep.
Seth versus Finn, Roman and Solo versus the Usos. Riddle versus
Riddle Gunther.
Okay, wait. The 4th and 5th spots will be decided in 2 matches: Butch versus Baron Corbin, and Mustafa Ali versus Santos Escobar.
Yeah,
Matt Riddle will Yeah, also like you said, Matt Riddle will have a qualifying match, but it's not confirmed who will be facing or the match will take place. Bailey versus Michin and Io Sky versus Shotzi. Okay, those are obvious. Bailey and Io. All right, so okay, men's Money in the Bank, women's Money in the Bank, tag team of the Bloodline, Seth versus Finn, Gunther versus Riddle.
Yeah.
Theory versus Sheamus. Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah.
I need to get the women on the card. Ripley versus somebody and Bianca versus somebody. And then
this the thing is, okay then, right. So what I'm hearing at the moment then is we might as well go through this. So yeah, so we got most of it correct there. So we've got the Bloodline tag match. Which obviously Roman and Solo versus the Usos. We've then got Gunther versus Riddle. Potentially then Theory versus Sheamus is correct. I've heard that one as well. Obviously then we've then covered the 2 ladder matches. Now for the women's, I'm hearing potentially we've got the tag match going on, which could then be Ronda and Shayna versus Katana and Kaden again, just as a rematch for that one. So that gives you the women's tag match. I'm also then hearing then as well potentially another rematch between Bianca and Asuka, so they can get that one out of the way.
You could do that, yeah. And then sorry, who'd you say for Rhea?
I haven't said yet. And then
okay,
Rhea then. This is the thing. Rhea doesn't really have any competitors at the moment. She doesn't really have any challenges, does she? So unless they go back and do Natty again, they might do Natalya again just to do another rematch. Or
is there any women from the UK on the main roster?
Not what I can think of. Not unless they do
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross or Doudrop or something like that.
What show was Nikki drafted to?
Raw, I think. So, but yeah, or Piper Nivens it is now, or I don't know, something like that. Or if not, they just don't have Rhea compete. I mean, it'd be random as hell, but
Ripley not competing in the UK, I don't.
Yeah, I can't see that myself, but I haven't. I keep asking what Rhea's doing, and all I keep getting is nothing's been confirmed yet. There's at the minute they're still debating what they're going to do. I think they've booked themselves into a hole here where they've got literally nobody to for her to face at the moment. They've put themselves into a hole. That's the problem. That's why she's doing all this stuff with Dominic and stuff. Because
all right, you know what? Let me go to the roster.
Yeah,
we'll figure this out.
Because I'm not going to do Becky because of course Becky's in the thing, so it won't be Becky.
Yeah,
so it definitely won't be Becky.
I mean, maybe no. That's a heel. Let's see. I'll have her face Alexa Bliss.
Alexa's pregnant, isn't she?
It's fine. That's fine. I'm kidding. I don't know if you saw me. I disappeared when I said Alexa. She's a heel. Chelsea, Dana Brooke, Emma. Good Lord, she's on Raw now. Candice LeRae. I mean, I could do that. She's hurt. I was gonna say Indy because she's from Australia. Liv's hurt. Nikki Cross. There she is on Raw. Piper Niven, Raw. Oh. Raquel.
Yeah, I mean, that's an option.
Sonya Deville, Valhalla, Xia Li. What? She's on Raw. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Tegan Knox.
Only other one I think of potentially Shotzi, but I think she's SmackDown, isn't she?
She's SmackDown, yeah. I would lean Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, or Raquel Rodriguez if this match goes down.
Yeah. So I mean, I haven't heard anything about Rhea. That's the thing. I keep getting asked, and I just don't have an answer for it because nobody seems to know. I can't.
Come up with a better answer. Jeez.
Well, I can't get it from anyone, so so that's the thing. So it's,
you're the guy. Get an answer, or do what Meltzer does and just send out a fake answer. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah. So, but yeah, no. So yes, well, that's the answer to that one. And so that's basically So at the moment, then really.
Wait,
yeah.
Did they remove Alexa Bliss from the roster?
Yeah, because her contract's frozen.
But the fact that they removed her, that's a little.
Yeah, well, no, she was never drafted. She was never drafted.
They removed Carmella too. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because of course, because she's
Well, yeah, but I still thought they would keep them like on the roster. You know,
possibly, but
okay.
yeah, but I mean, like, no, they've took them off because they're obviously under. Well, they don't know when they're going to be back, are they yet? So that's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, fair. Oh, wait. There is another category we can head for. Never mind. There's no women in the free agent category.
No.
Yeah. So never mind. I was like, oh, yes. There's a possible one. No.
Well, yeah. So that's the option then, and for that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss is still there. She's just listed under all superstars.
Oh, right, fair enough. Yeah, so she's not
like she's not listed to Raw or anything. Same thing with Carmella, I would bet. Let's see. There she is, Carmella. Okay.
Yeah. So she's not been. Yeah, so they've not been drafted to an actual show then because of the.
Nope.
Yeah,
they're both pregnant.
Yeah. Here we go. Then right, here's a question then as well, and then we can answer them because I've seen a lot of people on here. I want to see what your opinion is. So, it's been revealed that at SummerSlam for Cody versus Brock 3. It's going to be a stipulation match, and it's going to be a stipulation that we've not seen in a while. So it's not going to be Hell in a Cell. It's not going to be Last Man Standing. It's not going to be sort of anything, like the typical ones that we normally get. So what stipulation do you think it's going to be? They've said it's one which we've not seen in a while, basically, the stipulation is going to be.
When was the last time we had an I Quit match?
Wasn't it Edge? Was it Edge or something?
Balor. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, Edge and Balor, yeah.
Isn't there a match? It's like a 4 corners match where it's like anything goes or whatever.
Could be, yeah, something like that.
Have we had a strap match?
We've had a strap match recently, I think. No, the last one was. We have had one recently, but I can't remember who. Yeah, it was Cross, wasn't it? It was Karrion Kross and somebody else.
Was that quite recent? No,
it was Cross and somebody else. Yeah, because they done it at Saudi. They did it in Saudi Arabia. I'm sure they did.
No. That was the cage match with McIntyre. Hold on, I'm on it, folks.
I know they definitely had a strap match recently.
Brock versus Cody Firefly Funhouse match. Jot it down.
Yeah.
I'm remembering that 4 corners match that hasn't been done in a while.
I did hear there was a pitch for a dog collar match, but they rejected that for some reason. That was rejected.
It's the only reason I'm not saying dog collar because I heard it was rejected. I guess Brock doesn't want to put a dog collar on him. Fight pit. Oh yeah, that happened. Strap match. Drew McIntyre and Cross. Cross beat him.
Yeah, maybe a buried alive match. Maybe a
that's a good one.
Yeah, buried alive.
Especially if Brock's going away for a little while.
Yeah, Inferno match.
I don't know if they do that.
No. I'm trying to think about which ones they haven't done for a while. I don't know. It could be anything. They could literally revive anything, couldn't they? Basically. So, what one-on-one war games? Just Brock versus Cody in 2 rings. Yeah. One-on-one war games.
Do you think See, this just popped into my head. So this stipulation has kind of been used before, but also there's a bit of a twist to it. So, a steel cage, but with barbed wire wrapped around it.
That could work. Yeah, like one of that. Yeah,
it's like it's been done, but it hasn't. So
yeah, that could work actually. Yes, it could be that. Yeah, I actually don't know whatsoever. I don't even think the company's decided yet. That's why I've not been able to get the information because they're trying to get both Cody and Brock to agree to the stipulation. That's the problem. Is obviously one wants it and the other one doesn't. Because obviously, like you've got to consider injuries and stuff like that. So.
All right, I'm looking up different types of matches. A blindfold match, no. Reduced clothing match. There we go. There's mine.
Bra and panties match. Brock versus Cody.
Let's do it. Bunkhouse Stampede. What? No. Hardcore Battle Royal. Oh, First Blood.
That one could work. First Blood, yeah. Yeah.
I
Blood.
don't remember the last time they've done a First
Well,
Blood.
they haven't been able to have First Blood in ages, have they? Because, of course, we've been PG. So, I mean,
Ambulance
that
match.
could be a possibility.
When was the last time they did a casket match?
Taker, that would have been. Yeah, it was Rusev
in
versus
Saudi.
Taker, I think.
Yeah. So that it's been a while. Okay. Very live.
Yeah, I mean that's a possibility.
A dumpster match. Oh god. Stretcher match.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah. Yeah.
Asylum match. Oh, barbed wire steel cage. Cage of death.
That could work. Punjab prison. Punjabi prison match. That'll do.
Oh my god. Yeah. Fight pit. It's been done. Inferno.
Yeah.
That would be wild.
They need to bring King back for that one just to do that.
I just passed it, the Punjabi prison match.
Yeah, Punjabi prison match, okay.
War Games, jeez God.
I don't know.
Hardcore match.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. But I do think that maybe First Blood could be the best one for it. So yeah, maybe First Blood match then or whatever. But yeah, so
eye for an eye. Let's do it.
Eye for an eye, yeah. But yeah, so everyone asking me, because again I said that I'd bring this one up. I have no idea. I don't think the company's even decided yet because they're still waiting for Cody and Brock to both agree to it. I mean, they've got a little while before SummerSlam. Yeah, so I mean,
Texas Death Match.
Yeah, I mean, where is SummerSlam? They're in
Detroit. So whatever.
Detroit Street Fight. There we go. Detroit Street Fight.
Yeah, that's true. No DQ. Street Fight. Miracle on 34th Street Fight. There you go. Tricker Street Fight. There we go. That's Halloween and Christmas. Yeah. Barroom Brawl. Oh God. Boiler Room Brawl. Oh God. Empty Arena Match. There you go.
Yeah, that'll do.
Ooh, what about this one? Ooh. A parking lot brawl.
Oh, that could work. No, actually, no. That's only the NXT parking lot where everything like that goes down. So
yeah, of course.
The NXT parking lot's dangerous.
Then you kind of take away people seeing Brock because it's just backstage. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, they won't do anything backstage, I don't think. But yeah, I don't know then. But no, that's one to keep an eye out for because obviously we don't know what the stipulation is going to be for that one yet. Once we find out, we're obviously
sumo match. Let's go. Perfect.
Sumo match. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. So for those people asking, because that was another question, I have no idea at the moment. The company hasn't even decided yet what they're going to do. They're trying to get Brock and Cody to both agree to the match. Like I said, dog collar was pitched, but also then rejected. I think due to injuries it was. Well, I think it was due to injuries because they're saying Cody literally he's broken his arm and he's obviously torn his pec. They don't want him to basically break his neck now. Because you know for a fact if Brock throws Cody across the ring whilst they've got a dog collar on, and that he's gonna like snap his neck or something, and he basically you know what it's like. So,
well, I'll tell you this right now. If the dog collar match was pitched and it was denied, it wasn't denied by Cody Rhodes.
No, it wasn't. No,
definitely not.
I think it was Cody who pitched it. I think it was.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I think it was Cody that pitched it. But yeah, so that's those questions. Yeah, that's obviously then that's all the stuff from there. One thing obviously that I did want to obviously bring up because I did say that we would keep bringing it up is obviously that new show that we're going to be doing with WrestleBuddy.
Yes. When are we recording the first episode?
I'm just about to tell you that. It's the show. The show is going to be called Let Us Talk to You. That's their idea. They're doing literally everything. We're just jumping on it. They've pitched it for the 18th, Sunday the 18th.
Father's Day.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Because we all moaned about doing Saturday. Well, we all moaned about doing Saturday, so they moved it to Sundays.
Well, it's just a holiday. That's what I'm saying. Sundays, for the most part, would work for me.
Yeah.
Just saying that first one. Well, now we can avoid WWE pay-per-views.
Yeah, that's why we done it. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
we could go on
I'm out for the first one probably because it's Father's Day.
Yeah.
I can't get
That's
around
fine.
that.
Well, obviously, I've got that first one, but yeah,
Don't
first
embarrass me
record.
too much on there.
No, that's fine. Our first recording then it'll be 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK time. That one is. Of a Sunday is recording times. I don't know when they're going to be putting it out, but that's when we are going to be recording it. I have no idea what they're doing for the show. We're literally going in blind to it. They won't tell me anything. They're literally planning it. It's Wrestle Buddy's show. They're planning it. We're just doing a joint show with them. So I dread to think what that one's going to be for that one. So keep an eye out on that. Everyone who does listen to this, to the second kind of joint show with us and Wrestle Buddy, launching around the 18th of this month will be the first show. Bobby obviously said he's going to be missing the first one probably. So then
but after that, I should be good for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. So well, it will either be on Saturdays or Sundays. It will rotate, but it'll definitely be a weekend day. But it'll be a Saturday or a Sunday for that one. We will obviously keep everyone updated on that as well as Wrestle Buddy will as well their side. Anything you want to bring up or anything before we go off tonight?
No, there we go.
Obviously the normal then, so hit that subscribe button.
I have a stream on Friday night, people.
Okay, what's that one?
It's two lovely human beings and myself.
Okay.
I'm well aware of a menace. Yeah. What a menace I am to society. We are doing Flash predictions. Flash comes out in just under a week, so we're going to be predicting Flash. I met these two people, Zach and Jackie, at the convention I went to last year, and we became friends. So they're coming on. Like I said, it's two good people and myself. We're doing a stream. Don't laugh at that. We're doing Flash predictions. We're discussing Michael Keaton. We're doing everything. Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, Xero. I'll see you there.
All right. Okay.
Hey, you'll be watching SmackDown. So I mean, this is pre-SmackDown. So
actually, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So you'll be up.
Okay, I'll jump into it then.
Comment. Yeah, there you go. Give me a prediction.
I'll be in the comments as long as your mods don't ban me for the amount of abuse that you're going to get.
Ryan could ban you, but then he'll end up banning the wrong guy.
Will he?
Usual. Oh, you didn't hear about that? My first ever stream. There was a bot in the comments, and he meant to go ban the bot, but he banned one of my friends. Like, Ryan, what are you doing? He's like, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. I'm like, because I'm looking at it, I see my buddy Dino got removed, and I'm like, wait, Ryan, I only have like 5 people here. Why are you removing one of the ones that's like commenting and stuff? And then the bot's still there, and I'm like, what is going on? So I had to bring him back in manually. I'm like, hey, sorry, Dino. He's like, oh, it's all good. And Ryan's like, sorry. I'm like, for the love of God.
Yeah, well, like I said, as long as I don't get banned by your mods on the stream,
you might. If it's that bad, I'll mention. I'll be like, hey, he's good. And I do have to get this man on the channel. It is long overdue. It's also his fault. Don't ask me why, because I don't have an answer. I do have to get him on the channel for something. I'll figure out what. Something wrestling related, of course. Gotta think of a topic we can dive into.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll dive into something. Tell you what we could do. Throw it
out there.
Might not even be wrestling related if need be. We could do it closer to the time, but we could do a Masked Singer's prediction to who we think could be on it.
Ooh, okay. I'm game.
Closer to the time, I'm thinking like possibly
August or something.
I mean, obviously we can do another one in the meantime if need be. If you wanted to have me on twice, we could do a wrestling one, and then we can also do a Masked Singer.
I barely want to have you on once. I'm just kidding. Let's do a wrestling and a Masked Singer. That definitely works. That's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, but I will take credit for it.
Yeah, because they normally reveal like some of the costumes as well. I've seen just a couple of weeks before. So I mean. So when they release the costumes, we could probably do one around then, and then obviously do predictions our side and stuff like who we think could be on it. Like, stuff like that. Really.
And who we want to be on it. Yeah, that would be sick.
Yeah,
That's
who we want to be on
idea.
it. Yeah.
Keep that in mind, definitely, because there's a chance we'll forget, but keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea for sure. We could do a live stream on like a Sunday evening or something, because I'll be done with softball by the time that happens.
Yeah.
We can go early to accommodate your time, of course.
So then we can just obviously do whatever then, really, and that. Yeah.
Let's do it.
I want to do a wrestling one and stuff. Yeah, that's 2 suggestions there.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, random one there. That's an idea.
Well, I just got to find out the topic. I just got to figure out what topic we can do for wrestling, because I don't want to do like pay-per-view predictions. I want to do something like
something different. Something different.
Because I actually, my one buddy, I would ask you to join us on this, but it's late for you. So
when is it?
And then it's August 19th, but I think it's 8 p.m. we're doing, so that would be 1 p.m. your time, or 1 a.m. your time. I'm sorry.
All right.
I don't know if you want to partake.
I don't know. I'll have to have a look.
But the topic,
my
YouTube app would open. Not the internet, man. Lovely. Where's my thing? All right, go to my channel. We're at 309 subscribers, folks. We're doing pretty good. I like it. Okay. August 19th, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're a while away. But who should beat Roman Reigns?
Yeah, that's a good one.
The topic is you come up with 3 names you want it to be.
Yeah.
And 3 names who you think it will be. Now the only rule is you cannot use the same guy twice. So you cannot say, "Oh, I think Seth Rollins will do it," and I want Seth Rollins to do it. No.
Yeah, no.
Your think and your want have to be 3 totally 6 different guys. Otherwise, you can go wild with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
my buddy gave me the idea. He's like, "We should do a live stream." I'm like, "I'm setting it up right now."
Yeah.
And he's like, and I was thinking about it, I'm like, "Oh, we should probably get this done soon," but Roman ain't losing anytime soon. So this will be post SummerSlam. This will be 2 weeks after SummerSlam, I believe. If you want to join me there, or if you want to do one just me and you, I'm game with that too. Well,
here we go. Then right, I'll put this one out here then. So, for anyone who's listening out there, then for the show, drop a message to Bobby on Twitter. That's at Bobby's Breakdown, isn't it? Yeah, at Bobby's Breakdown on Twitter. Whack some suggestions towards Bobby for what we can do.
Yes.
A stream for us.
Throw ideas out. I will gladly.
Throw ideas out.
I have some in my head, but it's like, but if I have some in my head, but if somebody throws out an idea and it's like, "Oh, this is really good," I'm gonna take it. I'm not locked into anything right now.
Yeah. That one I'll leave completely up to you, because obviously it's your stream. It's completely up to you. Just obviously advance warm me into topics so I don't go in blind. And then we can always and then we'll do that one. So there we go. So anyone out there who's listening, throw some suggestions. Either message me and I'll throw them towards Bobby, or throw them towards Bobby directly on his Twitter, and then we will come up see what we can do. Then I'll appear on Bobby's Breakdowns then as a guest.
It's long overdue. Right? It slapped me in the face the other day. I'm like, why have I not had him on?
Yeah.
The timing is an issue, of course, but
I mean,
we'll do an earlier stream.
If we advance plan, I can easily do it. It's just obviously it's just like it's just certain times like
crap.
I
just double booked myself. I just realized crap.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so as Bobby helped sign up earlier on then, so like and subscribe to both of the channels. That's this one, and also Bobby's Breakdowns, which the link, again, I shall put in the channel description, in the video description when it comes to it. I'll do that one for everybody out there. Is nothing else that you want to bring up or anything, or...
My Spider-Man review should be coming out soon. We're trying something new with the channel. We're going to release on Mondays at 5. I think we're leaning.
All right.
I gotta check. Yeah. I gotta check that poll. Out. See what won. All right, yeah, we'll see about that, and then I'm gonna have to. Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll figure that out.
cool. But yeah,
Sorry,
so
I'm just talking to myself.
so as I was saying, so like, subscribe to both the channels.
Yeah.
Drop either myself or Bobby any suggestions for
Yes,
what
for sure.
Bobby can have me on for, and we'll arrange that over the next couple of weeks or whatever it be, or whenever we can fit that one in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, then on the 18th, be sure to check out the Wrestle Buddy stream where it'll probably be me on the first one by myself, and then afterwards, then Bobby will be joining us on that one as we go along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So that's everything then. So thank you once again for tuning in this week to our stream. We'll be back next week. I will try and we are still going to be arranging some guests and stuff. I am in the process of talking to a few. I'm
I
arranging.
didn't know that.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't even know who it's going to be yet. I'm in the process of arranging a few with a couple of wrestling companies, but I haven't been given any names yet. There is one which I want to do as well. Is I want to get Bougie back on again for a third time.
We just let anyone on this show, don't we?
No, but after he's had the baby, obviously after he's had the baby, we can have him on.
That boy, terrible at answering DMs.
Yeah,
and I will let him. Next time he's on this show, I will confront him. Mark my words.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh, great! You can add Xero's DM about coming on the show." You can. But I'm gonna have him on later on in the year for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
No,
yeah,
I think me and him mutually agreed last time we talked. Like, hey,
it
works better for both of us. Let him have the kid. Because do you know when she's due?
Anytime.
Okay. Well,
it's roughly about soon.
I thought you were going to be like, well, definitely within the next 9 months.
No, I think it's definitely by the end of July. Definitely by the end of July. Okay. I'm sure he's.
So yeah, me and him mutually agreed. Like, hey, works. I have less content coming later in the year, and then he can get situated with his new baby. So it definitely works out. But he's still terrible at answering DMs, and that will not go unheard.
Yeah. If anyone is I'll put this one out here. It doesn't even need to be a wrestler. If you're a fan, if you want to come on, ask us a couple of questions or whatever. Bobby will probably want to vet you for some strange reason. But
yes.
But yeah. So if anyone
Xero let a lunatic fan on weekly, okay?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, already. Yeah. To be fair, yeah. But
we don't. We don't need a Sonya Deville situation, okay?
But no, yeah. So just drop me a DM and we can discuss then about that. If you want to come on and ask questions or whatever, or want to do it that way, then we can have you on for a small little bit of time. So that's that's just done. So don't forget to tune in to Bobby's AEW review tonight. Once he's obviously done that one, I will keep reminding him of that. And one more time then. So rest in peace, Iron Sheik, and fuck you, Hulk Hogan. Just to continue on. So this is Xero signing out this week.
And I'm Bobby. We'll talk to y'all later.
We will. Goodbye, everybody.